Your return to CoinSuri's channel is greatly appreciated. For those interested in Ripple and XRP, we will review the latest headlines. But before this, Bitcoin is still playing this little game with $50,000. The current price of 1 Ethereum 2600 XRP is slightly less than 49 cents. Following XRP's lead, we are 52.5 cents short of the top 100. The 10% increase in helium was the most eye-catching, in my opinion. Who are you to judge? The day of the January statistics release, those altered numbers revealed higher than expected inflation. I feel it very improbable that the Fed would stop lowering rates and start raising them soon. The present system is obviously going to collapse under the pressure of inflation, so I don't see that happening. Nevertheless, it is crucial to keep a close eye on the market moving forward, since this could intensify worries about market volatility. Traditional markets will be our starting point. This kind of attack can even target encryption. Will the plane land safely under Jerome Powell's command? In no world. Without a doubt, we will encounter certain difficulties. A purchase that will expand Ripple's U.S. operations standard charter and boost its regulatory qualifications has just emerged in the news, creating a domino effect. To tell you the truth, this might have major ramifications. Since I am not involved in the firing of rockets into space, there is no doubt. Its widespread enthusiasm on Twitter surprised me. Truthfully, it is yet to be determined if this purchase was a good choice for Ripple, which is looking to broaden its business portfolio, boost growth, and produce a lot of cash flow before its initial public offering, IPO. This isn't exactly the kind of thing that gets me pumped up, even though it could have major implications. Whatever the case may be, we shall complete it. This will allow them to expand their lawful business operations in the United States. I think that's really important because it might open up new opportunities for them beyond just their well-known payment company. Furthermore, we are aware that this is their true intention. Naturally, they will still accept payments, and their CBDC platform is entering the custodial tokenization phase. As a domino effect, the transaction triggers a second purchase involving custody. They are making a lot of sacrifices in this sector. You can't deny the gravity of the situation. It was suggested on Twitter that Chris Larson, who appears to be in need of this type of service, should be one of their initial clients. Because blockchain and conventional finance are so interdependent, custody is going to be crucial. Ripple, get out of here. This company is going to explode in growth. After the acquisition, Ripple will be able to offer a wide range of new in-house services, including the ability for financial firms to tokenize assets. Well, that's one area where it's built. For those who are looking to tokenize assets on the XRP ledger, this acquisition could prove to be a valuable addition. David Schwartz has informed us that they want for there to be a growth hierarchy where the XRP ledger might compete. My question for you is this: which ledger, the XRP or the Ethereum sidechain, will be used to tokenize these assets? Observing the progression of this will be utterly captivating. In the future, the company hopes to branch out from banking entirely. We are cognizant of this, in addition to their foray into more financial products that harness blockchain technology for their institutional clientele. Ripple's is well suited to their growth objectives, which involve providing asset tokenization and custodial services to institutions. This is an area where they could really shine. I will not downplay the seriousness of this possible issue. Truthfully, that is all I want to say. While this may have far-reaching consequences, I'm more intrigued with MLM, sidechains, hooks, and the like. I just learned that the developers of the XRP ledger have been the recipients of nasty letters that claim they are to blame for the delays in this whole process. You can choose to support centralized technologies, or you can choose not to. That's the deal. Additionally, these calls shouldn't be made by Ripple alone. Further, one could say that since the XRP ledger is valued on its own, Ripple is unnecessary. I mean, just picture this: financial institutions decide they don't require this decentralized system and the enormous ecosystem it comprises. On the contrary, they intend to split the ledger and create their own software, cutting themselves off from Ripple, us, and everyone else. All of the revenues would go to JP Morgan Chase if they had their own chain. We need an effective decentralized ecosystem. If you don't have individuals to oversee the validators, nodes, hubs, wallets, infrastructure, and applications, it doesn't matter how many partnerships you've signed or how many people want to use your platform. I will confidently select it if a better one that combines all of those characteristics with more liquidity and validity were to become available. Accountable, failing that, they will simply breach your contract and escalate the matter. You can't deny the importance and value of these developers. If you're not enthusiastic about small wins like today, your tokens won't be worth anything, no matter how large Ripple becomes. Independent developers are expanding Bitcoin's infrastructure, as you can see from the list. Considering that Ethereum has builders from a compound maker in every DAPP on the planet, you have no chance of competing with them. Riliver is the only opponent you have any chance of beating. Their victory is secure. That being the case, it is plainly not 2018. The situation changes when we are up against Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a number of worthless Bitcoin forks. The next generation of distributed ledger technology includes swift, cheap, and extremely strong blockchains like Polkadot, Cardano, Cosmos, and Atom, among many others. A lot of building is going on at the moment. Their continued effort on this is of the utmost importance. I love the process and think these conversations taking place in public spaces are great right now. Since you can provide feedback and others can listen, communicate, and talk about potential improvements with you, you can be an active participant in this process, and everyone can see what's going on. From my point of view, it is how things should appear. Indeed, Ripples have a secret benefit that no other ecosystem has. They don't have this goal, but it's not their sole one either. Furthermore, there is more. Refusing to allow these ingenious construction workers to pave the road is also absurd. Although Ripple may not always be right, we are still an integral part of the bigger picture that encompasses investors, users, and the intended audience, all of whom help to make XRP fantastic. You have my word that these programmers will fumble occasionally. However, as we continue to work together as a large corporation, we will find the right answers. It will require meticulous planning, testing, and implementation to keep XRP's greatness, its scalability while being fast, cheap, and dependable, in place. Rob XRP ought to be vehemently against any alterations or enhancements to those things. Everyone here wants what's best for XRP in the long term, so it's okay to have different views and express them, but please don't be nasty or threaten anyone. Since, as I mentioned earlier, we are all here in solidarity. You should be aware of that as well. In this blockchain revolution, which affects all of us, the primary goal is to address problems experienced by real people, not only banks, the Illuminati, or individuals with hidden contracts. However, this technology is available to anybody who wants to utilize it publicly and freely. Its principal function has been that ever since it was founded. In its original form, XRP did not cater to institutions, but rather aimed to increase Bitcoin's efficiency. No all-encompassing plan existed. Nonetheless, this use case progressed over time to the point where we could potentially aid financial institutions in enabling cheap and quick money transfers. Since XRP is an open-source project, you can do anything you want with it. Feel free to share your thoughts and take part in this without worrying about being punished, even if it's via an unpleasant email. If Ripple is indeed a growing business, this is great news. You are, in a nutshell, the force that is creating this shift. Leave a comment with your ideas. Subscribing and like is always appreciated. Until next time.